Providence can finally breathe a little easier tonight. With those words, Mayor Brett Smiley delivered the message that a nervous city and a nation had been awaiting for nearly a week. The alleged gunman in the deadly Brown University shooting on Saturday and in the assassination of a professor at MIT had been found dead in Salem, New Hampshire. Police discovered his body inside a storage facility there. It is 85 miles north of the Brown campus. The suspect is identified as Claudio Neves Valente. The New Hampshire medical examiner revealed late today that Valente is estimated to have died by suicide on Tuesday, December 16th, 2 days before his body was discovered. Random acts of violence always create a thirst for an explanation, and now one is just beginning to come into focus. Valente was a 48-year-old Portuguese national and a former Brown University student. Police say he attended the Ivy League college more than 2 decades ago for about a year. And Valente knew and studied with the MIT professor he allegedly shot and killed just 2 days after the Brown attack. Police say Valente drove to the Brown campus to Brookline, Massachusetts, and gunned the professor, Nuno Loureiro, in his home. The two men both attended the same academic program in Portugal between 1995 and 2000. Both graduated with high marks, but it was the shooter, gunman, Valente, who had the highest scores. The case wrapped up late last night after a series of fast-moving developments. After days of seemingly glacial progress in the manhunt, local and state police, along with federal authorities, converged on that Salem storage facility. And now we know what was happening behind all those elliptical press conferences. Police were tracking down the rental car that Valente was driving. They found evidence it was near the MIT professor's home Monday night when the professor was shot. And they tracked it further north to Salem, Massachusetts, and that storage facility. Now that police finally have their gunman, the question is why? Why shoot up a class of innocent students studying for a final? Why shoot a man with whom he once studied decades ago? What we can tell you tonight is how the break in the case happened, and it's from a very unlikely source. A homeless man in Providence who goes by the name of John, who encountered Valente as he cased the campus before the shooting and who used Reddit to post his tips to the public. Our Brian Enton is in Providence tonight, where he's been tracking all these fast-moving developments. Brian, the story of John is quite remarkable.
It is. This whole thing has been a wild ride, especially over the last 24 hours, Elizabeth. We just learned, and this is new, that Valente was dead for 2 days inside that storage unit when police moved in last night and discovered his body, and they say that he took his own life. You mentioned motive. That's the big question here. He only went to Brown for about a year. He was trying to get his PhD. That apparently didn't work out. Why go after the innocent kids now in the engineering building? And then with the professor, they obviously knew each other. There was a connection. They went to school together in Portugal 2 decades ago. Was there some kind of jealousy? He was a very, very successful professor at MIT. We still just don't know the answers to those questions. But perhaps the most interesting thing in all of this is what you mentioned, John, the homeless man. I have learned that he is also a Brown graduate. Graduated several decades ago and actually lived, and this is kind of unbelievable, but lived in the basement of the engineering building. How that was allowed or if they knew, we don't know. But he had seen this guy. He saw the suspect in the bathroom. They had some kind of strange altercation. It was called cat and mouse in the affidavit. He followed him outside, and then he ended up giving the description of the car to police, posting to Reddit, and providing really the most important information to bring this whole thing together. And I'll tell you, Elizabeth, just walking around Providence today and even looking on Reddit, there are a lot of people who strongly believe that John deserves the $50,000 reward. They think that Brown should give John some kind of housing so he doesn't have to live in the basement of the engineering building anymore, and forgive his student debt if he still has any. So there's a lot of support for this man right now.
Yeah,
Elizabeth?
I'll bet there is. There's a whole campaign on social media on fire that he get this reward. Brian Enton reporting live on all these fast-moving developments.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.